Hello, class. I'm going to record a video with some of the business scenario problems from chapter 26. Um, so sorry about that, class. I had to adjust the lighting. So in this video, I want to talk about business scenario problem 26-1. This problem is about the endorsements that we have looked at in the chapter. I'm not going to read the full problem to you, but we will walk through it and I'll be referring to the basic facts. So in this problem, we have Cullen, who writes a check payable to Jordan. This is a check for $500. Right. Now, what does Jordan do with this check? This is what we're interested in. Right. Jordan takes the check to his landlord, and before he delivers it or hands it over to his landlord, he writes on it in the endorsement for rent paid, and then the facts indicate that it's signed by Jordan. All right, so with this notation, with this endorsement on it, your first assignment with this problem is to state what type of endorsement this is. All right. So taking a look at that, you see there is no specified party, right? It does not say payable to landlord. It just says for rent paid. So how do we treat that language for rent paid? It's like a notation. It's on the memo line. All right. So knowing that, what type of endorsement do we have here? We have a blank endorsement. So Jordan is negotiating or transferring the check. He puts a blank endorsement on it and delivers it. The negotiation or the transfer is complete. Right now, what does the landlord do with the check? The landlord, if you go on in the scenario, the landlord hands it over to Deborah because Deborah has been doing some work for him and he wants to pay her. All right. The landlord does not put an endorsement on it, and that's fine. Why is it fine? Because the check, after it has been transferred to the landlord, what type of paper has it become? It has become bearer paper. So bearer paper, how do we negotiate it? All we do is deliver it. So the landlord delivers it to Deborah, no problem. Negotiation is complete. Right? Let's move on. Deborah goes to the nursery and she wants to buy some plants for her landscaping, plants, palm trees, okay, for the landscaping. So to pay the nursery, Deborah takes the same check and she endorses it. This is what she writes on it. She writes, pay to Better Garden Nursery without recourse. And then she signs it. All right, so what type of endorsement is that? Well, you see it says that it's being transferred to Better Garden Nursery. So that makes it a special endorsement. And then there's some extra language. The phrase without recourse, we've learned that that indicates a qualified endorsement. So we actually have a double endorsement here. We have a special qualified endorsement. All right. Now, why does Deborah put the qualification on there, the without recourse language? She is transferring a check that she does not know whether there is money to support it. She does not know whether there is money in the checking account. So she doesn't want to take any responsibility should the check not be paid, should it be returned NSF or non-sufficient funds. All right. So she is trying to be careful. She transfers it to Better Garden. Better Garden, I don't want to comment on whether they should have taken that check. It doesn't seem like it's a very safe, okay, way of being paid, but they took it from her, all right? And all we are doing is identifying the endorsement. So we have a special qualified endorsement. All right, now, the Better Garden Nursery takes the check and it deposits it in its bank account at does it say what bank? I'm not sure. It just says it takes it to the bank. That's right, okay? So before, though, depositing the check at the bank, Better Garden Nursery writes on it for deposit only and their own signature, okay? So what kind of endorsement is that? For deposit only? Well, we have learned that that's a restrictive endorsement. So we've had a chance to see each of these 4 types of endorsements on this one check. What does that mean now, restrictive endorsement? It means the bank has to deposit it. It cannot negotiate it another time. All right, so it's come to the end of endorsements. Bank puts it in for deposit. And now the last question the second question, second and last question is letter B. Was the transfer from Jordan's landlord to Deborah without an endorsement, an assignment, or a negotiation? Right. What did we learn? When it went from the landlord to Deborah, that was a negotiation. The paper had become bearer paper. And how do we negotiate bearer paper? We just deliver it. So it's a negotiation. All right, I'm going to end the video here and we'll move on to some new problems.